China quietly launched TJS-17, an ultra-classified satellite now orbiting 35,786 kilometers above Earth. Officially, it's just a communication test, but experts suspect something far more strategic: surveillance, missile tracking, and even anti-satellite capabilities. No images, no specs, just a silent presence in geostationary orbit. And it's part of a growing pattern that's reshaping space as the next battlefield. What is TJS-17 really doing up there? And why is the US military watching closely? Let's break down what China isn't telling us. The Tongxin Jishu Shiyan, or TJS satellite program, is one of the most enigmatic elements of China's space arsenal. First introduced in 2015, it has steadily evolved into a symbol of China's increasing reliance on dual-use technology, where civilian objectives like communications or broadcasting are secondary to military ambitions. As of April 2025, 16 TJS satellites have been launched, with a noticeable absence of TJS-8, an omission that many believe is deliberate to obscure mission continuity. While officially labeled as platforms for technical experiments, external analysis consistently points to far more covert roles. Some TJS satellites are suspected of supporting electronic intelligence gathering, ELINT, missile early warning systems, and satellite proximity operations. A particularly notable case is TJS-3, launched in 2018. While it was declared to be a communication test satellite, it released a smaller sub-satellite post-launch. This object then conducted a series of close proximity maneuvers near US government satellites. These actions weren't accidental. They demonstrated clear capabilities for satellite inspection, or potentially anti-satellite operations, allowing China to monitor, follow, or even disable foreign space assets. Adding another layer of intrigue is the symbolism embedded in TJS mission patches. The past 3 missions, TJS-15, TJS-16, and now TJS-17, feature the celestial guardians from Buddhist mythology, known as the 4 heavenly kings. TJS-15 depicted the King of the West, TJS-16 the King of the East, and TJS-17 the King of the North. This theme suggests deliberate coverage of different orbital longitudes, forming a strategic arc across geostationary orbit. Only the King of the South remains, a hint that a 4th complementary satellite might soon complete the quartet. These symbolic overlays, while subtle, indicate a well-coordinated orbital positioning plan. By placing advanced satellites across the equatorial belt, China may be constructing a persistent surveillance or communication network over critical regions. What makes the TJS program especially concerning is the total lack of transparency. No images are released, no payload details are disclosed, and every launch follows a near-identical playbook: airspace closures, official silence, followed by vague success declarations. It's a system optimized not for openness, but for strategic ambiguity. Among the many satellites China has launched in recent years, TJS-17 stands out, not because of what we know about it, but because of what we don't. On April 10, 2025, a Long March 3B rocket lifted off from the Xichang Satellite Launch Center, carrying TJS-17 into geostationary orbit (GEO). The launch was anticipated due to restricted airspace notices, but the payload's identity remained a mystery until the Shanghai Academy of Spaceflight Technology (SAST) confirmed it post-launch. Officially, TJS-17 is described as a platform for testing multiband, high-speed satellite communication technology. That phrasing mirrors nearly every TJS announcement before it. Yet, the lack of released images, technical details, or tracking cooperation suggests that the satellite may be serving a more clandestine role. Unlike standard GEO communication satellites, TJS-17 may be equipped with sensitive ELINT payloads capable of intercepting electromagnetic signals from other satellites and ground stations. It could also house missile early warning sensors similar to those used in China's Huoyan-1 system, aimed at detecting thermal signatures from rocket launches. These capabilities would provide the People's Liberation Army (PLA) with a 24/7 view of strategic military movements across vast regions. There's also speculation that TJS-17 possesses autonomous maneuvering capabilities. Drawing parallels with TJS-16, launched in December 2024, which reportedly tested on-orbit refueling and extended mission operations, analysts believe TJS-17 may share similar technology. Another strategic detail is its positioning. TJS-15 is located at 90.3 degrees east, and TJS-16 was placed at 152.5 degrees east. Though the exact coordinates for TJS-17 have not been publicly confirmed, early amateur tracking suggests it fills the northern orbital gap, possibly near 45 degrees or 60 degrees east. What truly separates TJS-17 from previous satellites isn't necessarily a revolutionary leap in technology, it's the context. The satellite arrives in an era of rapidly escalating space militarization, where secrecy is a weapon, and orbital real estate is becoming increasingly competitive. TJS-17 may not be flashy, but in terms of silent power projection, it speaks volumes. TJS-17's launch is not an isolated event. It's a signal flare in the vast, complex game of orbital chess that defines 21st-century geopolitics. While the world watches high-profile missions like China's Tianwen-2 asteroid sample return or the expanding Tiangong space station, a quieter, more consequential battle is unfolding in geostationary orbit. With TJS-17, China reinforces its ambitions to dominate this critical orbital layer, 35,786 kilometers above Earth, where satellites hover over fixed points, ideal for surveillance, secure communications, and early warning systems. GEO is not just valuable, it's strategic. And unlike low Earth orbit (LEO), where satellites pass over in minutes, a GEO satellite provides constant regional coverage. This is precisely why Western analysts and the U.S. Space Force are watching the TJS program with growing concern. Every TJS satellite adds to a fleet that could potentially identify, track, and interfere with foreign satellites. TJS-3's previous subsatellite maneuvers already demonstrated proximity capabilities, tech that could theoretically disable or spy on other space assets without a kinetic strike. From a defense standpoint, TJS-17 could play a pivotal role in China's emerging anti-access/area denial, A2/AD, space doctrine. By monitoring missile launches, tracking naval formations via ELINT, or even jamming rival satellite links, it becomes a guardian, and possibly a gatekeeper, for Chinese space interests. But it's not just about what the satellite does. It's how its launch fits into a broader movement. China's 2025 roadmap outlines over 100 orbital launches, the deployment of its Qianfan megaconstellation, 14,000 satellites, and the debut of new medium-lift reusable rockets. These plans are part of a multi-pronged strategy: secure dominance in LEO, build muscle in GEO, and maintain maneuverability through refueling and modular upgrades. And TJS-17's development by SAST, in collaboration with state-owned CASC, reinforces another major trend: civil-military integration. These entities blur the lines between public research and military deployment, giving China a significant advantage in operational flexibility and speed. In this evolving environment, every classified launch, every vague statement, every mission patch matters. TJS-17 is not just another object in orbit. It's a piece of China's puzzle for orbital dominance. Whether it's watching, listening, or preparing for something more assertive, its presence shifts the balance, one silent revolution at a time. TJS-17 may not have flashy headlines, but its silence is deafening. Disguised as a communication satellite, it likely plays a critical role in surveillance, early warning, and strategic deterrence. Its launch confirms China's growing grip on geostationary orbit, an invisible battlefield where power is projected without a sound. As space becomes more militarized, satellites like TJS-17 are no longer just tools. They're quiet signals of dominance. And in this orbital chess match, every move counts. Thanks for watching. Hit like, share, and subscribe, and visit SpaceEyeNews.com for more space intelligence.